Metals are simpler than you imagine. Still, the biggest problem with metals in projects I see out there is an exaggerated focus on just one property, brightness. Artists leave their metals too simple, lifeless. It is unquestionable that the brightness is essential in metals. But a good metallic material involves much more than that. Subtle deformations, wear on the edges, complex roughness, dirty layers, and much, much more. These combined elements bring realism and wealth to the material. Fortunately, we can be very creative and expressive with metals because this material accepts a lot of variation. This bunch of layers looks like a lot of work, and it is really. But it's also easier to get good results. Without thinking too much, you will enrich the material just by adding these layers. Look, unless it's a satellite or a luxurious car with perfect surfaces, metallic surfaces need deformations. The philosopher Sir Richard Taylor once explained to me, he said,
"Fuck that shit up."
See, pure knowledge? The same goes for the edges of metallic pieces. They can't be untouched. That's why you'll see me messing with them all the time. No need to make it difficult. Just take the trim dynamic brush and add a light layer of deformation on all surfaces, all edges. This is the minimum for success. Only after this basic work do I recommend that you explore more apparent effects of wear, battle marks, impact, or characteristics that match the context of the character. I like to start by manually distributing textures or alphas without very distinct marks. The image only needs to have a mixture of points, cuts, and random marks. Of course, you can do all this in Substance Painter, but I'm doing it in ZBrush to open your mind. In the middle of this video, I start to position cuts and very specific damage on the armor. I'll let you go in a little while, so it's a good time to talk about it. It's about how to implement history into your textures. Don't complicate things thinking you need to write an actual story. Be too literal. This artifice of telling history can be much more subtle and ambiguous. An example is the difference between distributing details randomly or putting a large battle mark in just one place on the armor. Do you see how story has nothing to do with description, meaning, or anything like that necessarily? Any detail added with intention already makes it implicit that there is a story behind it. Moving on, you will see me being very careful with these cuts I make. Being under control of the contrast of these regions is very important. It is the most important thing. It is very easy to get into the flow, forget about life, and leave them all with the same size and the same direction. That's why the process is relatively slow. We wake up from the trance, and sometimes we have to redo everything. You will see that we don't need a lot of these details to make the work convincing, so it's better to be patient and go slow. As for polypaint, I recommend not overdoing it in ZBrush. With a basic metal material in ZBrush and the details we have already discussed, it is already possible to have a good look. The properties of a metal will come from different layers with other properties in Substance Painter later on. In ZBrush, polypaint information is only the diffuse channel, so we don't have much freedom or control here. This color information doesn't change the roughness of the material. Of course, if you prefer, you can leave it to do everything in the Substance Painter later. But even so, it is interesting for us to practice polypaint on metals sometimes. In more conceptual projects, this polypaint information can be enough. Concept works rarely need close-ups, so the difference in roughness will go unnoticed. Well, this is not concept art, where you can do everything half quality or unfinished and let the modelers suffer trying to interpret the design. Unfortunately, I am the modeler too, so I'm going to suffer anyway. In any case, as the philosopher George Lucas once said, show, don't tell. So your job now is to see me attacking each millimeter of these metals.